What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments, back with another video. And in today's video, with the market in correction at the beginning of the year, now's the perfect time, I was thinking, to talk about what themes do I see for 2025, what stocks am I interested in, where am I leaning, looking to make some money out here. Because even though Palantir is my biggest position, I don't necessarily think Palantir is going to be the biggest, best performing stock of 2025. You know what I'm saying? If we continue this bull market, I think we might be on that list, but I don't necessarily think we're going to be the biggest. And I'm going to explain, you know, a lot of my top picks, a lot of stocks I'm looking at, and, you know, what I think could happen. So, first and foremost, with the macro situation right now is interesting. Coming into the new year, we've had a lot of bearish catalysts. You know, a lot of jobs reports came in strong. People are worried about the labor force with Trump and his deportation policies. Port strike might be coming up soon. Now we got these California wildfires. We got CPI coming next week. So, you know, we got a lot of bearish catalysts to start the year off. So, you know, if the macro situation continues to get bad, you know, we'll just buy more puts and make money all year on puts and keep buying the same stocks that I think is going to benefit anyway, whether we make money on them right now or not. I don't think that 2025 is going to be a bad year, but that's my plan if it is. So, on the other end, what industries do I think could benefit? I think we will see the continuation of the AI trade, like the original players, like the NVIDIAs, the chip build out side, the ASML side, the TSM side, what else? Broadcom, AMD if they can get in there. But I think that trade will continue. You know, Palantir, you know, it popped off. I think they're going to continue their run, you know what I'm saying, because they're very critical as basically the operating system of enterprise AI right now. So I think their trade's going to continue. I like Tesla. I like Tesla not because of the valuation. I'm not even necessarily buying Tesla for 2025. I'm buying Tesla trying to buy as much as I can before the robots come out in real life. So that's why I'm buying a lot of Tesla. But it could probably perform well this year as well. But the two big fields that I'm looking at, well, three, I honorable mention to the third one, but the two big fields I'm looking at for 2025 so far is these AI agents and what's the other one? Robotics. This is going to be the year of AI use cases. The first year ChatGPT comes out, NVIDIA makes all the chips for ChatGPT. It's the simplest way to make money off AI. Boom. Then Palantir pops up. They're using that behind the scenes to ontologize the data. Boom. And now is the year where we need to see a lot of use cases. We need to see, they were asking, is AI real? But at this point, we're pretty sure AI is real because even me, I'm starting to use it every day. I'm using Perplexity. Everybody's using ChatGPT. But we're talking about on the enterprise side, on the business side, on the money getting side. Is we really going to see the use cases for the money? So that's where it's going to be focused. The chips is cool. Palantir is a little better than the chips. Don't get it twisted. And they might surprise me to the upside. That's why Palantir is my biggest position. But it's all about use cases this year, people. So, two companies I'm looking at on the robotics front. Of course, Tesla, that's the easy play on the robotics front. But their robots ain't out yet. So, right now I'm looking at Serve Robotics and Symbotic. Both of those are robotics companies. One of them makes like robots for factories. I think they might have just signed a contract with Walmart if I'm not mistaken. And the other one, Serve Robotics, they're the ones who deliver those foods around on those little drones, you know, DoorDash style, not drones because they roll around on the ground, but whatever they call those things. So those two, I like both of those companies. You know, they're not profitable yet. You know, it's not like a Quantum type bad, you know what I'm saying? It's not as bad as Quantum or nothing like that, but they're still not profitable. So, you know, we're going to have to be a little careful about how we scale into position. I've been watching them for a while, so I might be ready to pull the trigger soon, especially if they get hit up in the sell-off. They actually been getting a lot of news during the sell-off, so they ain't been getting hit as bad as others. They actually went up some days, but I'm looking at those two on the robotics front. Now, on the agent front, Salesforce swear they got Agent Force, and I'm watching that, and I like Salesforce stock, but you know, word on the street, there might be steak dinners and PowerPoints over there, so I don't know. But I'm looking at Salesforce, and believe it or not, this is why you buy a great company, Palantir. I think Palantir is already in the agent game. So that's great news. That's what you want to see when you're buying a stock and holding it for the long run. When I first started buying Palantir, AIP didn't even exist yet. They saw the need and figured it out before I did. And I'm up here as a trader talking about I need to find out about AI agents. Palantir says they already on it. So that's great news. But we can't be lazy as investors. So what if we already in the stock that might benefit from the agents? We got to do the research anyway just to make sure we in the stock that's going to benefit from the agents. So I'm on those two trades very heavy. Yeah, I'm on them two trades very heavy. I'm on the continuation of the AI trade, and on the side, the infrastructure play is going to continue. You know, we had Supermicro the first year before they had their accounting issues. Then we had Modine. We had VST, Vistra Energy. We had the energy side of it. Nuclear. Nuclear is a big one. Like, you see me out here looking. I need to get back in Cameco. Look like I was right about Cameco. I was just a little early on Cameco. So I need to get back in that. I'm looking at that. Y'all see how I'm looking at uranium energy. I'm looking at Oklo. So I'm trying to figure out where the money's going to be in that nuclear field. And my honorable mention is actually quantum. Because even though we called quantum, you know, not the earliest, but we called it like at a decent pace, you know what I'm saying? Enough to make some serious money off of it. I didn't put the most money in it, but percent-wise, we did some serious percentages off quantum. But I'm giving quantum an honorable mention because I was looking at quantum like a trade, because I saw the bullishness there. I saw people talking about it. I saw the hype forming, and I saw people talking about how big it is, but I was also listening to the bear case. So I was hearing that the technology might not be ready for 20 years. But after this 50% sell-off, and you know, all the CEOs coming out the woodwork to make their desperation pleas, or whatever you want to call it. Not desperation, I ain't gonna say that, but just to make their case. It actually made me look at quantum a little different. Like, I'm still not going overweight quantum, because you see they like to have 50% down days. But I ain't just going to necessarily sell my little $10, $20 worth of quantum. You know, I might keep adding the quantum. $5, hit $10. Like, I'm not going to add at a pace where it messed me up if they had one of them 50% down days. But I'm going to do deeper research into it, because even though I'm still kind of with the bears, that is years and years out, a lot of them saying the bears wrong. They don't know what they talking about. So for them CEOs to get there and say that takes a lot of confidence. And they don't think they just saying that because they stock down. Like, it could be that, and that's why we still not overweight. But I'm definitely watching quantum this year, man. And that's where I'm at with it, 2025. So, like, basically the way I see it is we continue this AI trade. We keep mooning, because with regards to the sell-off now, other than Palantir, really, I don't know how long this sell-off going to continue, because Palantir, the company's got to report earnings soon. A lot of these companies finna beat earnings. They've been growing strong. Sales, AI demand been going crazy behind the scenes. So a lot of these companies about to beat earnings. Palantir is probably the only company that might have a problem in earnings, because I told y'all earlier, due to the stock price of Palantir being over $50, they've got to pay, like, I think a few $100 million to their employees as a bonus, which is a good thing for the employees. But, you know, as an investor, that might make us miss EPS, and we might have to take one for the team so the employees of Palantir could get paid. It just is what it is. That's why my options kind of further out right now, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see how that goes, but if Palantir somehow beats with that multi-$100 million payment on the books, that's going to be extraordinarily bullish. And a lot of these other companies, they've been making crazy money on the AI side too, so they're going to report a lot of things that'll probably make the market go back up. So this dip might actually end soon, because earnings season is about to start actually. Now, we still watching the macro, especially CPI this week. We definitely got to see what's going on with CPI this week. And we having Black Swan event with these fires in California. I'm trying to see how serious that's going to be. You know what I'm saying? God bless those people, you know what I'm saying? I hate to see people losing their houses, you know what I'm saying? Losing everything they got. That's horrible, you know what I'm saying? I pray for everybody be safe in California. But yeah, we got a lot of Black Swan events. Then what I'm noticing on CNBC, just watching the analysts talking, they're starting to take Trump's deportation threats a lot more serious. You know, I told you I was thinking about showing Uber and DoorDash behind that. I ain't do it. I don't know. I still might need to do it. I ain't do it. I've been thinking about that for a minute. But I'm hearing that it could potentially be a labor problem for these companies because they're going to have to, you know, that labor force is going to get cut in half with deportation. Or not in half, but I guess the labor force is going to get cut however much it's going to get cut. And they're going to have to pay, you know, the American workers more, so their bottom line going to suffer. So I hear people starting to complain about that, you know. As a stock trader, you know what I'm saying, if they decide to sell the market off because of that, I'm with all that. That just means I'm going to make money on puts and buy a bunch of companies that ain't got nothing to do with that because of it. Like, I'm going to buy more Palantir and things like that. You know, they don't really hire, you know, those type of workers. So, you know, I'm with all that. A lot of these other companies. But yeah, they say that might be a complex situation. So we watching that heavy. So those are the bear cases I'm thinking, and those are the bull cases I'm thinking. So I'm thinking it's bullish this year, but I will get bearish and trade puts and make money and just keep buying things all year if it comes to that. Because even if we were to tank this year, which I don't really think gonna happen, I think they're trying to get the correction out the way early in the year. But even if we were to tank all year, they ain't gonna do nothing but grow AI and then keep beating earnings and go back up. So it's like, I would just buy and get my money whenever these boys start just raising CAGRs and beating earnings back to back and raising revenue growth. Last word I'd say for this year, guidance is gonna be key. Guidance is going to be key with almost every company this year. Like, it was almost like that last year because these companies are moon. Everybody's got a lot of money. Valuations is through the roof. Valuations must be justified in 2025. You feel me? So if companies is out here missing guidance, you getting hit. If companies is out here meeting expectations on guidance, you probably getting hit. We need beats. And in companies like NVIDIA case, you need to beat more quarter over quarter than you beat last quarter, or year over year too. Like they stepping up the standards. Like they really raising the bar. So your favorite company is gonna have to beat earnings. Palantir gotta beat earnings, raise guidance, big. Every company we in gotta do it big, or the company gonna go down. And you know, whether to hold or whether to sell when that happens is up to you and how much research you did. Because you know, I ain't a guy who give investment advice. I'm just a guy who tell you what I do with my stocks. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm looking at. You know, it's your boy Steve from Printing Gang Investments. That's just my thoughts. We're gonna have, you know, a more, you know, what's the word? A more talk, you know, more economic talk about life, you know, finances, things like that. But you know, I had to give some real market sentiment in this video because we at the beginning of the year, and you know, we got to figure out what we gonna do. Market's going down. We need a game plan out here. So you know, here I am with it. It's your boy Steve from Printing Gang Investments. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Some of my equipment just came in and people calling my phone. I'm out.